Okay. Good rising, everyone. Good rising, good rising, good rising. Welcome to the Indigo Room, creating our reality. I am Sydney. Welcome. I'm fanning you with some sage. Sage in the room. Sage in the room. Sage in the room. And if you are joining me here today, I am so thankful because it's Labor Day weekend and you could be any place else, but you decided to pop in and come say hello to Sydney. This is where we discuss all things spiritual, and by that I mean that we are non-physical spiritual beings having physical human experiences. Hey, S. King. And life is supposed to be good. It's supposed to be delicious. It's supposed to be fabulous and beautiful, even when it's wicky wacky, because sometimes life can get wicky wacky. So we talk about different kinds of tools that you can use in your experience in creating your reality and manifesting your reality. Hi, Linda. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. Hello, OKJ. Welcome, welcome. And S. King, welcome, welcome. Or Dollar King. Dollar King. I like that. Money King. Dollar King. Welcome to the Indigo Room. So today we have a little bit of a good rising chat. We're going to be here for 30 minutes. And we're talking about good rising, Barb. Good rising, good rising. We're talking about Neville Goddard today. Hey, Donna. Good rising, Donna. Donna Dickinson's in the house. Hey, hey, hey. Everybody's coming in. And we're talking about revising your day. It's a Neville Goddard technique that I use quite often. And Neville says that if you use this, you start to use it. Listen, sometimes things manifest right away. Sometimes they don't. But Neville says that if you start to use this technique, things will start to shift and change. You'll realize how powerful you are in your own experience. We are the creators. It is us. We're looking for the heroes. We're it. We're it. So welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you use this technique, if you use the revising your day technique often enough, often and over and over and over again, you will start to see how powerful you really are in your own experience. I use this technique since I first heard about it. Hi, Tiff. Welcome, welcome to the Indigo Room. Good rising chat. I started using it right away. The first time I used it, Linda, I don't know if you remember me telling you that it felt like I switched realities, like the cat was laying on the side of me, and as I was revising my day, I was laying on my bed, I was revising my day, I was using this technique because I always believed that time is fluid and we should be able to revise or change what we experienced. I mean, if we can create, then we should be able to uncreate what we created, in a sense. So I did try this technique years ago, the first time I tried it. And I was laying on my bed and I was revising my day. I had a really bad day. Things weren't going the way I wanted them to go. I was in sales at the time, and my sales were dropping, and I was just wicky wacky. I was having a really not so great day. And I was laying on my bed and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this technique. I had just found out about it, had just read about it. This is in 2009 when I just started reading about Neville and understanding how Neville works. And I said, okay, let's give it a go. And I was laying on my bed and I did the technique. And my eyes I was not asleep, okay? I was awake. And I had a cat and a dog at the time, and the cat was laying on the side of me, laying right next to me. And as I did this technique, the cat moved to a different space. Now, I'm not saying, I'm just telling you what happened. 1 minute the cat was laying next to me, and the next minute the cat was over across the bed looking out the window. And she didn't move. She didn't jump. She didn't crawl over me. She was in one space at one point, and then she was in another space at the next point. And I looked at the cat, and I'm going, how did you do that? But I don't think it was the cat. I quite frankly think it was the technique that I used with Neville. And I just changed some things around in my own experience. And the next day, the next couple of days, not the next day, but the next couple of days, my sales started to shift and change. So we use this technique in when we teach about Neville, when we talk about Neville Goddard. We also use the I remember when technique. So if you've never tried that, we have a video. I will post the video here today so that you can click on that and check it out. But anyway, let's get started. Has anybody ever used the revise your day technique? Do you know what it is? Have you ever heard of it? I know some people go, what? You can't change the past. You can't change. You're powerful. You just don't realize how powerful you are. Has anybody ever heard of that? Oh, good. We're on YouTube. I had to make sure that you guys were seeing me correctly. Barb says, I need to revise this morning after having an out of this world awesome day yesterday. Revising does work. Linda said, yes, I have used it a lot. So Linda and Barb, do you want to call in and just tell us how you used it or not? Or you don't want to call in? Because that would be really cool if people could hear other people who have used it as well. Not just me. Because, you know. Oh, wait, you can't call in. I'm using the phone on Facebook. All right, well, you can type what you've experienced and how you've used it. Donna, you don't know. No, you don't know. You've never tried the Neville Goddard technique. Well, here's what I would suggest. I'm going to give you a link for the article, and I'm going to give you a link for the article. You can read it yourself and you can explore it yourself. I am going to talk to you about some excerpts from this particular article, and you can check it out for yourself. You can look it up for yourself. I'm going to post the link in the chat. You've seen more about revising your past lately. Okay, all right. Well, I would suggest that you do take a look. You can listen because it's on a. I think if you go to realneville.com, you'll be able to search it. I think that there may be an MP3 download for it as well. I'm not sure, but I know that this is where I found it first, and that was on realneville.com. And you look up the PDF. He has a list of articles, and if you just scroll down the page, if you just go to realneville.com and click on PDFs, you'll be able to find it. There's tons of Neville lectures. Is it called Revise Your Day? Hold on. The Pruning Shears. That's what it's called. It's called the Pruning Shears of Revision. So if you look at realneville.com and then scroll down to the Pruning Shears of Revision, you will be able to find exactly, let me see, where is it? You'll be able to find exactly what I found and how I found it. Let me just see. I don't see it right now. Where? Okay, well, maybe I have to send it to you because I don't see it on the list. Anyway, if you look up Pruning Shears, Google Pruning. Google is your friend. Google Pruning Shears of Revision. I don't know why it's not there right now, but it used to be there, and it is a lecture from 1954. That's okay. You can't call in anyway because I'm using the phone on Facebook to stream Facebook, so I wouldn't be able to hear you. But if you go to Instagram or you go to Twitter or you go to Facebook, I can put you on camera. Okay, so here's the technique. What you do, and this is something that like I said, I've used over and over again. Barb says, I have revised after stressful days with comments I wish I hadn't made, things I wish I said. Yes. There's a couple of ways that you can use this technique. You can revise your day by rewriting. I like to use both, because sometimes when I write things, when I'm scripting my life, it takes hold in my mind a lot quicker and a lot easier. When I write it down, it becomes a part of me. So there's two ways that you can use this technique by revising your day. So if something happened in your experience, something happened in your day, and I say revise your day, not your whole life. And, you're not going to be able to necessarily bring people back from the dead, but you will feel better if someone has passed on in your life, or you're going through something that's really, really kind of wicky wacky and you're having a really rough day. It will help you to feel better. So the first way that you can revise your day or use the pruning shears of revision, and I just want to preface it with one thing that Neville does talk about in his lecture is this. I want to say this first and then we'll get into it. I know from experience it will not only bring about these objectives, he's talking about using the revising your day, but the glorious thing is it awakens in you who use it the Spirit of Jesus or your higher power. And you find yourself then not justifying but forgiving. And you will realize that freedom and forgiveness is indistinctively linked. You cannot be free and not forgive, for the one that you would bind and judge and condemn anchors you and your own judgment of him, for he is in you or she is in you. And so by identifying him with the ideal you want to really realize, you free yourself. You were told, forgive and you shall be forgiven. Forgive not and you shall not be forgiven. It is automatic. It cannot be otherwise, for the whole springs from you who behold it. So we are all things. We experience all things. Grand rising, Miss Nia. We experience all things. Everything emanates from us. So revising your day and revising your experience really is revising also and forgiving the other, just like you're forgiving yourself. So there's two ways that you can do this. Try not to judge yourself. Okay? So if you did something, you said something, okay, it happened. So we want to change it, and you can change it in your imagination. So you would lay down or sit wherever you want to be and relax yourself, relax your thoughts, and relax your mind. And you bring forward the experience that you had with another person or that you had that day. So you're just reviewing your day. How did it go? Was it the most ideal day you've ever had? Then you don't really need to revise it. So, but if there was something in it that was it just was, didn't feel right, didn't feel good, you cussed out your boss or your mother or your friend, your best friend, or your dog, or you kicked your dog, or whatever it was that you experienced. The money didn't come, you didn't get the raise, your car broke down, you didn't have enough, whatever it was. You didn't get the letter that you wanted to get from your family. They didn't invite you. They took you out. They made you, whatever it is. Whatever the experience was that you had, we're going to revise it. So you're going to review your day and figure out where are those spots that didn't feel good to you, wasn't joyful. And what you're going to do is you're going to look at all the events, all the conversations, the meetings, whatever it was, and clearly see the day in your own mind. Because very often we just have the day, We think about it, we ruminate over it, and we don't realize that actually we can shift and change it. So now that you have what the day was, you don't want to relive that experience over and over and over again, because if you do, you're going to continue to have the same types of experiences that you had today. Every day we are creating our future moments. So right now, you have an opportunity at the end of your day or in the middle of it. Sometimes I do it right when it happens. I'm like, okay, I didn't like that. I'm revising that right now. Once you start to get used to doing this technique. And sometimes we need to be reminded that we can do this. You know, sometimes people forget and you go, wait a minute, that's right. We learned this in the Indigo Room in 2009 and 11, and we can still, I can revise my day. I can change it. Okay. Hallelujah. So now that you've figured it out, what it is that you want to change and switch up, it's really just simple. So you want to imagine what would you have liked to experience. What is it that you wanted to hear your boss say? What is it that you wish that you had said to your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your mother, your child, your grandmother, your father, your sister, your brother? What is it that you wish you would have said? Imagine now, instead of that particular experience that you had with that particular person, bring that person into your imagination now. We're making then now. And say what you would have said, or what you wanted to say, or what you wish you would have said. And change their experience in your imagination. Change what they say in your imagination to you. They're not yelling at you. They're not in your experience right now. There's nobody here but you and me. I'm talking to you. But there's nobody in your experience right now but you. So bring that person or those situations or that thing, that person into your experience, and say what you would have liked to have said. And hear what you would have liked to have heard them say. And replay that over and over and over in your imagination until it takes on the tones of reality, and then let it go. Just let it go. You're done. This is why we tickle our amygdala in the Indigo Room every Wednesday night, because it helps you to flex your imagination muscle. So if you have a difficult time imagining, you imagine every day. You are imagining the scenario that happened that you didn't like right now, because it's not happening right now, so you have to be imagining it. What I mean is, it happened, but it's not happening now. So in order for you to recall it, you have to be imagining it. So when people tell me that they can't imagine, I can't use my imagination, you use your imagination every single day. Right now, if I told you to go tell me what is in your living room or tell me what is in your kitchen, don't move, just sit where you're sitting, tell me what's in your kitchen, you could probably walk me through your entire kitchen or walk me through your entire living room without you leaving the spot. You could walk me through your entire office. You could walk me through your car. You could tell me where everything is in your car, in your vehicle. That is using your imagination, because you're not sitting in your vehicle right now. The only way you can describe it to me is if you're using your imagination. So if you're telling me that you can't imagine, I know that that's not true. If you're telling me, well, Sydney, I'm not sure how to do it, okay, that's different. But don't tell me you can't imagine, because all of us are imagining every single day that we are alive. That's how we create, period, point blank. So if you bring this person into your imagination, you go ahead and you bring them into your imagination now. They're not with you now. And you revise, change what the conversation was, what you said to them, and what they said to you. You will start to see things shift and change in your experience. If you do this every single day. Now, if your day went great, well, you can revise it to go better. But if your day went great, you need to go like, I don't need to do that right now, Sid. Okay, cool. Do something else. But this technique works every single time when you use it. And the more you do it, the more you practice it, it awakens your spirit within you. It awakens this creative being within you. And you will start to feel and start to understand that how powerful you are in your own experience. The other way you can do it is you can script it. So let me just check the chat right quick before I go into the scripting part of it. How are we on time? 11:21. I got a couple more minutes. Linda said, I had a Wicky Wacky roommate. Yes, you did, Linda. And she would say something to me that would really throw me off kilter for the rest of the day. I caught on and revised my day. It worked very well. Yes, Linda uses it all the time. We all use it here in the Indigo Room. Barb said, this morning I answered my ex-boyfriend's message and felt kind of sick about it. 3 steps ahead yesterday, a big setback this morning. That's okay. That's all right. You're just going to bring your elevation back up, raise your vibration, revise that whole situation, and we're going to block him. Block him until you start feeling better. Nia said, I do that immediately. Barb says, I am consciously working on right now and will meditate on it soon, getting back to the good vibes. Cool. Nia said, it just happened to me. What just happened to you, Nia? I missed that. What just happened to you? Hi, Jackie. Welcome. What just happened, Nia? Okay, so the second way you can revise your day is to script it. Just rewrite it. Rewrite your day the way you would have liked it to go. So let's say you didn't get the raise. You went in to talk to your boss and you didn't get the raise, and they said no and it didn't work out. Rewrite it. Rewrite that scenario. Give your boss or your employer, I hate to say boss because nobody's the boss of me. Just saying. You ain't the boss of me. Give the person who's employing you though right now, focus on them and what it is that they said to you and how you would have liked them to respond. And rewrite that over and over. I love scripting. I love writing. For me, it makes me feel better. And I just replay that scenario over and over and over again until it takes on the tones of reality. So maybe you are not in contact with a friend or family member. Write a letter to yourself saying exactly what it is that you wished that they would say to you. Replay that scenario over and over and over again until it takes on the tones of reality and you start to feel better about the situation. And then let it go. You don't have to keep ruminating over it. That's the other thing. Once it takes on the tones of reality, let it go. Don't worry about the middle like we talked on Wednesday night. Was that don't mess with the middle, right, Linda? Don't mess with the middle. Your job is to figure out what it is that you want, create it, what it is that you want to be, do, and have. I am the Alpha and the Omega. I am the beginning and the end. There's nothing discussed about the middle, as we talked about in our last episode on the Indigo Room when we were discussing Neville. So we're going to put that video right here. And we're going to put the Neville technique up there. But figure out what it is that you want to be, do, and have. And then live in the end. So when you take on the tones of reality, when you make it feel so real that no one can tell you that it didn't happen, don't go telling everybody, oh, you know what I did in my imagination? And because they're not going to believe you and they're going to make you feel stupid. Okay? Just do it and feel it real and then move away from it, let it go. And in a way that you have no way of figuring it out, it'll happen. Because we're not going to mess with the middle. The middle part is the how part. How is this going to work? That's not your job. Your job is to figure out what it is that you want to be, do, and have. Get to the end. So Nia said, well, the relationship I'm in, it's not really fulfilling, and we've been through a lot. So I've been thinking about just having more fulfilling relationship, and here comes this other guy that seems, to be everything that I'm looking for, which could possibly put me in a compromising position with me and my dude, because I was so in thought, meditating on it, and just it came out of nowhere. Well, sometimes what is for us, we need to talk, Miss Nia. You're going to have to call me because I can help you with that one. But sometimes what we think is for us may not necessarily be for us, and the universe provides what is for us, and then we go, oh, wait, that's not what I didn't mean that. But I would trust my intuition, I would trust my gut, and I would trust what the universe is providing for me. And it may just be that, you have to check and see what else is out there, quite frankly. And, if it's not fulfilling, I say, sometimes you may have to let it go. And y'all ain't married yet. So, I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. Barb said, scripting was working for me before I heard about it. Okay, why is this going over to so cutting off? I can't see. I just got excited about something and start writing it. Not to get anything, but then it appeared. See? You just got happy, right? Happy. You just got happy about it. And then it appeared. Because we don't do excited anymore. You just got happy. Okay. All right. So hopefully that helps you to revise your day, figure out what it is that you want to be, do, and have. Revise. Just shift it, change it. We really are powerful beings, and we really can change the things that we experience. Give it a go. Keep playing with it. Keep working with it. Keep attempting. And again, Google The Pruning Shears of Revision by Neville Goddard. And that'll explain the technique to you even more fully, and why it works, and how it works. So I want to thank you all for joining me today here in the Indigo Room Good Rising chat. And if you're new to the YouTube channel, like, comment, subscribe. And if you're following us on Twitter, if you just popped in on Twitter, hello, welcome, and follow us on Twitter. You can follow us on Instagram, and we're here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, and 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific. And we're here on Sundays at 11 a.m. So we'll be back with the I Iove Discourses on Wednesday night. You can join us live on YouTube. And I do want to thank you. Have a great great holiday weekend. I do want to send out love and to some of my friends who just lost their mother last night, the Johnson family. I'm sending you all love and prayers. We're sorry for your loss, and Helen Johnson was a very, very amazing mom and a great friend to a lot of people, and she definitely took care of my family many times. So we send you love and light, and sleep in peace to Helen Johnson and her family. We send them love. All right, thank you everybody. Have a great night. Great day. Woo! Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Love you. Bye. Thanks, Linda. Thank you, Linda. Bye.